Hello, my name is Allison, and I first wanted to thank President Jordan for having this wonderful thing all set up, and the library for hosting it, and to the board, thank you so much, and to my fellow Landers Scholar, and all my Landers Scholars out there, and especially to Mr. So thank you all for taking time with us today to be present at this special naming ceremony for Hilda C. Landers. My name is Allison Barrett, and I am a student double majoring in English and psychology here at the college, and about to wrap up my last semester and preparing to move on to graduate studies. One of the reasons I am able to say that is because of the Landers Scholarship. Like many students, I have debt. Debt is a shadow that sits on the edge of your desk as you write. It stands at the far end of the room, poised to steal your sleep. It is a phantom that sits atop the shoulders and futures of many students, threatening to take time and energy from those who are often already stretched thin. However, there are ways this ghost can be exorcised, if even a little. For multiple years now, I have been given the honor of receiving the generosity of the Landers Trust, represented here today by Mr. Donald Baring, in the form of financial support. The trust takes care of a portion of my tuition so that the financial burden on my family and myself is lessened, and different opportunities can arise as a result of it. For example, during my third semester at this institution, I took a class that was required of my psychology major called Physiology and Sensory Psychology. I had never taken a class that had anything to do with physiology or the senses, so I was less than thrilled. I was even less excited when I discovered the price of the textbook required for the class. It was quite expensive. However, because I had this money, I was able to not only rent the book, but buy it, because I just had this feeling that I would need it beyond the semester. Now, a few years later, I still have this book. It's right there in that seat. I used this book through one of the toughest and most rewarding classes I have ever taken, biological psychology. I now use this book to help in my teaching assistant job for biological psychology. I use this book to study for my subject graduate exams, which I am taking so that I might apply to programs in neuroscience, the most advanced form of physiology and sensory psychology. Because I was able to buy and keep this book, I realized how amazing the world of the brain and behavior is, and I am able to share how amazing that world is with other students, and now I have the potential for a future in this field of study. Additionally, this money has assisted me in regards to my other major, English. In one of my creative writing courses, the teacher required of the students that we send out submissions to journals so that we could gain experience in the submission process, which is crucial to the writing profession. It was also an assignment in learning rejection, something equally crucial to the writing world. Because I had the gift of this money assisting me with tuition costs, I was able to buy the supplies needed to edit my papers, buy the stamps and envelopes, and send the submission out to a journal. That submission went on to be published, and now I have published evidence of the support of my teachers, my family, and the Landers Trust. Because of this support, my desk is a brighter space, freed for textbooks, binders, and notes. Because of this scholarship, I am able to sleep a little easier at night. Because of this generosity, I am able to more freely think about my future with my shoulders lifted that much higher. I am privileged and honored to be the recipient of this money, and I am eternally grateful for the time, resources, and sense of security gifted by this support. Thank you for your generosity.